Broncos are getting set to start a new season, and so are we here on Elway Access. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Phil Milani alongside John Elway. John, this is the start of your 9th season as a GM. You still feel excited, anxious heading into a season?
It's hard to believe it's been 9 years already, but yeah, I think we get anxious. I think especially more so with the last 2 years that we're coming off of. So that's why it's, probably a little bit more anxious this year, and the fact to be nice for us, we got to have a good year, and obviously going into Oakland's a tough place to play, and so hopefully we get started on the right foot.
Is the feeling a little different as a GM versus as a player heading into the year?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think once we get to this point in time, it's kind of like, okay, we got to see what we have, right? Whereas a player this is kind of where it starts for you, and so go out there and see what you can do. So it's two different situations.
I know one guy Broncos country is looking forward to seeing is Joe Flacco. Didn't get to see too much of him during the preseason. How's he met your expectations since he arrived here?
It's been good, and I think that, picking up the offense, what we're doing offensively, I think he's been very good there. He's been a good leader, and so everything's been really good. He's met all the expectations up to this point in time, and so, I think we're all curious to see, because we didn't play a lot in the preseason, but did some good things when he did play, but we didn't score a lot of points either. So, there's always things that you always worry about a little bit, but I'm excited to see what Joe can do.
All right, well, we're just getting started here on Elway Access. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the Raiders game.
When you're ready to buy a house, a mortgage from U.S. Bank could help make it possible, and we'll be with you every step of the way. See about pre-qualifying today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Enter to win a boost box filled with exclusive prizes picked by yours truly. If I scored one, here's what I would do.
Boost your fandom with CenturyLink. Enter to win CenturyLink Boost Box.
Back here on Elway Access. John, you mentioned it in the first segment there, starting on the road against a division opponent. You never want to put too much on one game, but how important is a hot start for this team?
Well, we've started at home for so long, and I don't know how many years it's been since we played at home, so that always helps. So this going on the road is a new thing for us, and plus going into Oakland, going into the black hole against a divisional foe makes it that much more important, plus playing on Monday night. So, young guys, first time, their first taste of it. They'll get a real taste of it being in Oakland. And so, I mean, it'll be exciting. But, the Raiders are a good football team. They're young, but they're talented. And so, it's going to be a good football game.
They got that baseball diamond out there. Do you remember playing on that?
I do. We used to play when the Bears played Mile High. We used to play on it going in, really the first 2-3 weeks of the season. So it's different. It's not a lot of fun. You get scratched up on it like when you play baseball, you get the strawberries. But, once you get used to it and get on it, you don't realize it's there.
All right. Well, this year we're going to start something new, a fan question.
Okay, good.
So we got a question from Dopey1313. And they want to know, I would have loved to see how you would have been in an offense in today's game. What do you think?
It would have been fun. I think that, with the way the game has changed and, so wide open with, 5 receivers in there where everybody's spread out and, creating space. So, I mean, it would have been a heck of a lot more fun to be a quarterback now than back when I played. And plus they protect them a lot more now than they did back in the day too. But, one thing is it's fun to watch these quarterbacks because they're all very exciting. They can throw the ball and, very, very athletic. And so the game it's a better game now because it's so much more exciting for the fan.
Have you heard the comparisons to Mahomes?
I have not. I stay out of the newspapers. And so, as you know, I don't get too close to the newspapers. So, but you know what? He's a great player. We're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time. But we were close last year. We had 2 good football games with him last year, so we'll see what happens this year.
All right, thanks, John. That's going to do it for us. For John Elway, I'm Phil Milani. This has been Elway Access.